Why can't the stuff you buy ever make you feel happy? The title of this video is kind of misleading. After all, according to a recent psychological research study involving many subjects, it turns out that you can buy happiness by buying stuff. That's right. Absolutely correct. You can buy fulfillment when you buy stuff. Now, here comes the bad news. It doesn't last all that long. Soon enough, you need to buy more stuff so you feel fulfilled. You feel like you can do stuff, you feel like you're important, you feel like things are going right in your life, and you feel good. But the more stuff you buy, the less fulfilled you become because you have to buy more and more and more. There are many parallels to the classical addiction patterns that simply cannot be ignored. But this makes all the sense in the world because we live in a consumerist society. You are what you consume. At least that's what the ads tell us. In fact, if we choose to be completely honest with ourselves, we tend to value people based on the price of their possessions. If you don't believe me, pay careful attention to your thought patterns when you see somebody pull up in a $200,000 car right next to somebody who is in a beat-up junk worth $1,000 tops. The person in the $1,000 car has really faded clothes. The person in the $200,000 car looks like $1 million. Be completely honest with yourself. I know you may be feeling bad, but there's nothing to feel bad about because that's how most people think. We live in a society that has really blurred the lines between price and value. Something can be $500,000 in price, but that doesn't necessarily mean that that is its value. By all means, we should not do this to human beings. Sure, you may be walking around in $10 shoes and struggle to pay the $500 rent, but you're still valuable. Unfortunately, we don't let this happen. We have forgotten this important lesson. Instead, we think that the more stuff we buy, and the more expensive the stuff, the more we are as people. This means that we're more worthy of respect, we're more valuable and we deserve more. At least this is what goes on in our minds. This is the stuff people are too embarrassed to admit, but this happens all the time. This is the reality that grips a lot of people, and that's why there are thousands of dollars in credit card debt. This is why they're always trying to keep up with their neighbors. Somebody buys a BMW, and guess what? The next day you're going to the BMW dealer and you're going to roll in with the latest model yourself. No way are you going to let others hold you back. You deserve it. You're entitled to it. You got it coming to you. If you think, in any way, shape or form, like this, and it doesn't have to be deep, it doesn't have to happen all the time, then you can see why you feel there's something missing in your life. You can now have somewhat of an understanding why you feel that there's always something missing. That regardless of how awesome everything else is going, somehow, some way, it just doesn't seem to fit in or fit together. There's just something that's missing. You can't quite put your finger on it, but it's missing. Well, you might want to go back to the basics. You might want to question the assumption you may have that buying stuff makes you happy because it can't, until you do one thing and one thing alone. What is that? Until you decide that it makes you happy. It's all about choice. The good news. If you want to choose to be happier in more areas of your life more often, click the link in the description. This resource will teach you how to become happier by choice. The best part? It's absolutely natural. No chemicals, no drugs, no doctor's supervision, no psychiatrists, no cults, no religion, no philosophy, no belief, none of that. Instead, it's just you and your choices, right here, right now.